Yo, what's good, everybody? This is the Black Manga Critic. We are here. This is going to be the first of a long line of Monday reviews for Weekly Shonen Jump. I figure, if you have a subscription, I have a subscription to the Viz Media, to Weekly Shonen Jump. So I figure, okay, I'm just going to review. I'm not telling anybody to go, buy it if they don't have access to it or it doesn't exist. I'm not going to do that. But this is basically what's going to be going on. I'm going to be doing live reactions and reviews within the same video. So I'm going to have, so this one is going to be Black Clover, chapter 138. So it's going to be a review of a live reaction and a review of Black Clover, chapter 138. So that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to read through it. There are going to be people in the chat. It's a live stream. Obviously, it's a live reaction, obviously. So there are going to be people in the chat. So if you hear me saying, hey, what's going on? Tough niggas. It's a live stream. You know what I mean? So I can't ignore people in the chat. If you're watching this and you're not watching this and I'm live. All right. So I'm going to be doing, again, a live reaction, right? Where I read through it, maybe talk to some people in the chat while I'm reading through it. After I read it, and then do a review, just a thoughtful review of what I thought about the chapter. Because I used to do reviews for a while. Like just strictly reviews. I didn't do live reactions, and now I really enjoy doing live reactions and talking with people in the chat and everything like that, and live streaming. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so let's get into it. It is Monday. It is Christmas. Merry Christmas to all y'all. Happy holidays to all y'all. All that stuff. Let's get into it because I've been waiting for a while, man, for these chapters. All right, so Black Clover chapter 138. Let's do it. You call yourself one of the leaders? Is that all you've got? Ha. Rapid movement, recovery spells. She's not giving me time to use any of them. And your ass whooped. That's what's happening. Mana zone. It's the ability to harness the mana that's floating in the surrounding area and control that territory at will. Within that territory, you can discharge more mana than you personally have from any direction. Wow. Your detection abilities grow astoundingly sharp, and superhuman reactions become easy. By borrowing the power of mana, you can move freely, even through outer space. Oh, come on. Even through outer space? You gonna tell me this manga's going into space? Bruh. Or there might be a fight where we don't see any where someone doesn't have any oxygen or something like that. You know what I mean? But this is wild. The woman is insane. We had a really tough time fighting the third eye, and she's mopping the floor with one of them. Captain Meteoleona is awesome. If that's all you've got, I'll just keep hitting you until you're cinders. She got me good. Wow. Wind magic, tornado fang, triple strike. Sorry, but people on your level can't stop me anymore. Whoa, okay. Unleash a spell from behind the enemy. Ha! Was that the power they call Mana Zone? Wow. Come to think of it, when he generated a spell inside that other spell, and that spirit dive power, they were possible only because he was able to use Mana Zone. What overwhelming ability. Bruh, yo, is ridiculous. Yo, this is too much, man. This guy's too much. This guy's actually too much. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's do it. Let's move in. Let's move on. Senses pulse. Okay. Next. A little while earlier, just after the Royal Knights charged into the eye of the Midnight Sun's hideout. There's a whole bunch of people. What's with these people? Why do they have to sit right next to me? It's not like we're doing anything. All the loud people are gone, so it's weirdly distracting. Hey, when they contact us with a mission, I'm taking it and heading out so I can earn money for presents for my little sister Marie. So you guys can kick back in your own rooms. Oh, don't worry about me. Hey, what are you saying? It means I just gotta make this a little bit bigger, y'all. Sorry. Okay. What are you saying? Don't be so standoffish. If a mission comes in, I'm going with you, obviously. See, what are they talking about? Oh, it looks like, well, oh, if I'm not using transformation magic and I look like myself, it's embarrassing. Even so, all they think of me as all they all think of me as a comrade. I have to be my true self at least in front of them. Besides, Ghosh complimented me. Oh, that's funny, Ghosh, because he's very Ghosh. Yeah. Okay. Ah, I want to hurry and make friends with everybody too. They all got to bond with each other in the underwater temple. And although I was invited to the Star Festival, I was too scared to go. Nobody even told me about the Royal Knights exam. I'll start by getting closer to the relatively quiet pair who are here today. In that case, I'll be in my room focusing on making this. If a mission comes, if a mission comes in, leave. Let me know. Okay. Being seen by two of you is embarrassing, but being seen one on one is even worse. And sort of ah, being suddenly alone with a woman is too much of a challenge. You stay too, Ghosh. We're friends. We went to the library together, remember? What's wrong with these people? Be confident. You have to try to talk to him. Ghosh, what are you doing? What are you making? That's this? Back when I turned into an otaku, I discovered how great figures are. I'm making a 1/8 scale Marie. When it's done, I'll let you worship it. Mad creepy, yo. That guy's mad creepy. I'm sorry. No, 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 no. That creepy stuff. Let's see. Huh? So you make dolls, Ghosh? As a matter of fact, so do I. See? Handmade Black Bulls dolls. I made them because I wanted to make friends with everybody. Curse dolls? Ay, cute, aren't they? Scary. Look, you're scary. It sounds weird coming from me, but if you want to be pals with the other guys, work on being more approachable. Start with your face. I'm going to visit the John. Where is it today? It was at the back of the second floor on the right. Why does the inside of this hideout shift around all the time? I couldn't say. It's been like this as long as I've been here. Man, pain in the butt. Probably some kind of spell. But what's the point? Come back as soon as you can, please. You know, earlier there was a rumor that it might be a ghost, not a spell. All right, next. Oh, whoa. Oh, snap. Ghost! What the? What? What are these things? Oh, snap. Wow. Like magic mana zombies or something. Oh, boy. Please don't look at me. You hurry up and transform already. You can't see. It can't be. Are you here to be my friends? There are so many of you. As if, you moron. I don't know what they are, but it's obvious that it's an enemy attack. Hurry up and prepare for combat. What the hell did you just do? Oh, they smashed his figure. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't do that. So this is Asta's hideout. Hmm? He's not here today, though. That's too bad. Oh, snap. Yo, this is wild. Don't forget why we're here, you two. And here, I was going to turn him into my toy. Well, at a place like this, at a place like the Black Bull's hideout, I bet I'll get some other energetic toys. Yo, this is wild, man. It just came out of nowhere. I don't know what this idiot did. I don't know what idiot did this, but that idiot is dead meat. And that's the end of the chapter. Okay. All right. So that's the end of Black Clover 138. If I had to give Yo, happy birthday. Nah, why did I say happy birthday? Merry Christmas. It's somebody that I know. It's somebody's birthday. Like someone's birthday is actually Christmas. So I've just been saying happy birthday. But I know, right? They pulled up all the black holes. Like I can't. I'm trying to think of like, it's kind of like when it's a fairy tales kind of thing, right? Kind of reminds me of fairy tale when they pulled up on the guild and just like destroyed everybody, and then when like Erza and Natsu and like everybody came back, like the whole place was like demolished. Like I like let me be straightforward. I don't particularly like fairy tale generally, but I did like how it started off. I thought the beginning was cool. Before it got ridiculous and there were like one shot spells and a lot of nonsense and whatever. But I think at the beginning, like with that arc, before Gagio joined the guild, that was great. Like that was a great arc. I really enjoyed that. It kind of reminded me of that, where you see like all these other wizards come through to a guild and just like try to destroy it, and, like pull up basically. So that was cool. Otherwise, the chapter would have been kind of like okay. So I will say two things. Well, maybe three things, right? The first thing is that the pulling up at the Black Folds like on home. That was just cool. I really appreciated that, right? So that was really cool. The second thing is Yuno is just really a badass. I mean, like this has been clear from the get-go, right? We understood that he would be a badass character. He's a sort of typical, genius rival archetype with black hair, or dark hair or whatever, right? Who is juxtaposed with the protagonist, blah blah blah. We understand that. But I think what's really neat is he's clearly incredibly strong, but what I love is that like the focus isn't on that, right? It's like, right, when you see something like Naruto, let's go with Naruto, right? When you see something like Naruto, right, you have the Naruto sort of Sasuke thing, and like you get a lot of time with Sasuke. But here you don't get nearly as much time with Yuno, right? It's because it's very much so about Asta, this manga. And I like that, I'm more interested in his growth because he can't fucking use magic, right? So I'm more interested in that. He's gonna be strong. He's gonna grow. We're gonna see. It's whatever. He's a genius. We understand that. So we don't necessarily need to see him train or do any of that stuff. One, because there's a precedent for character like not doing much training or doing it off screen or whatever, as you would say, right? So I don't need to see that personally. I don't really care. I do enjoy the badass stuff because the badass stuff is directly linked to the levels in which a wizard can get to, right? It's not so important. That's not too important because Asta can't use magic. So everything that Asta does is in a lot of ways very separate from what a lot of the other wizards are doing, right? The way that they train, the way that they do things, outside of maybe like the leader of the Black Bulls. You know what I mean? Outside of him, right? Because he also uses ki and all those things. But basically what I'm saying is it doesn't like sort of jumps in power and stuff like that. They're not particularly like they're important, but they're not particularly important, right? So far as they are a kind of like means to Asta's growth. You know what I mean? Whenever gets stronger, the only reason, at least for me so far, has been for that is we know he wants to be Emperor King, blah blah blah. We get it, but the real sort of point of that is so that Asta can fight him, so that he can test himself against that. So no matter how much grows as a wizard, Asta's always going to be growing at a similar rate to like take down his magic, right? So like Yuno's only there, at least for me so far, he's only really there to like test Asta's own strength, which is fine. I don't really care, because like I've said a lot of things about Black Clover and how I feel about the manga in terms of its quality and stuff like that. But it doesn't mean that I don't love the manga. I still love the manga. I'm reading chapter 138. I wouldn't keep reading it if I thought it was utter garbage, So yeah. So I guess that's kind of how I feel about that. And then the last thing I want to say is monozone seems like a really, really interesting concept. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. And if I like, and I guess another thing that I want to say is like, sort of the way. Give me one sec, guys. Here, I'll be right back. All right, guys, just had to see off my fiance. She's gonna go visit her parents. But yeah, but basically the way that I feel about monozone is it's really cool. It's a really cool ability, right? Like it allows certain things that weren't particularly possible. What I really love is the way that it allows spells to be cast in different areas. All right, as opposed to like most spells that we've seen have tended to be very straightforward. Right, like regardless of if they're long range or short range, right? If it's short range, they kind of have to be very straightforward in a sense, right? Because it's usually like sort of combat ability and like speed and stuff like that. But like long range, it tends to be like a shot spell or something, like shot mana or whatever. So with monozone, you can like maybe cast a spell, and then and you can cast like right behind like the wizard, and the wizard would have to be at a high enough level to want to use monozone to counter that spell that was cast behind them, and have the reflexes necessary to like have the reflexes necessary to counter that. That's why to me like monozone is a very interesting ability. It's not even the power and like the types of spells that you can use and stuff like that, but where you can cast the spells. That's really interesting. I like that a lot. So I'm really interested to see where the manga is going to go with that and how they utilize monozone. Because so far, Leona, right, uses it to sort of augment her own abilities, right, and which is cool. And she's just badass. I love her as a character. She's phenomenal. So far, she's one of my favorites. She's probably like top 3, right, if not top 2. But that's like a very sort of simplistic way, because she has a very straight, in some ways, right, it's a very straightforward, overwhelming sort of style, right? As opposed to other wizards who probably have a more calculating sort of style when it comes to using monozone to cast spells to do battle. So that's basically, I mean, like, that's basically what I have to say about the chapter. I like, again, like this was a decent chapter, right? If I had to like give it a rank, I give it like a 6 out of 10, I guess. Like a lot of people will, be like, oh, this chapter was like an 8 out of 10. This probably was 9 out of 10. But like, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 because like I think like the sort of comedic bits were kind of like whatever. It wasn't that funny to me. Just because I kind of grow weary of the whole Marie thing. It's creepy to me. But I liked monozone. I liked Leona. I liked her just being super badass. Right. I liked the ending where like those with the crew, like with the sort of enemies that they had beaten in the past, like pulled up on the Black Bull's base. That was a great ending. So that's why I'm giving it a 6 out of 10 because I like that stuff. But I think like there was just a lull in the chapter that was a bit too long. Like it just bothered me a bit. So that's why I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. All right. So that's basically my review / live reaction of Black Clover, chapter 138. It was good. It was cool. It was cool enough. But I'm giving it, I'm giving it a 6 out of 10. That's how I feel about it. All right. Again, there were some really, really great parts about it, but there was just that lull, where they just kind of were doing all this comedy stuff, and there was like curse dolls and stuff like that. I was like, it's all right, whatever. Like it was cool, but it wasn't like it was too long. So that's how I feel about it. All right. So I'm the Black Manga Critic. I'm ending this live stream, and I'm going to start another live stream in a couple of minutes. All right. I'm out.